Hello and welcome to this session. In this session, we will look at a new concept called inversion of control, often abbreviated as IOC. Even though it's not a part of the dependency inversion principle, it is closely related, so we'll cover it quickly. In order to understand IOC or inversion of control, let's start from where we left off in the previous session. In the previous session, the product catalog had a constructor which took in a product repository object. The class that calls the product catalog will provide or inject the object. But even though the injection happens outside of product catalog, the injection still happens during the main control flow of the program. That is, injection is happening in the main thread of program execution. What if we want all the injections to happen in a separate thread or a separate context altogether, so that the main control flow is kept completely isolated from injection? This can be achieved using frameworks. If your preferred programming language is Java, then the Spring framework is a popular choice. Spring will run in its own context, different from the main flow of control of the program. Spring will take care of injecting the required dependencies of a class. So, if you want to instantiate an object of a class, instead of doing it yourself directly in the code, you ask Spring to give you an object of the class. The Spring framework first looks at all the dependencies required for the object instantiation, then goes ahead and injects each dependency and instantiates the object and gives it back to the main control flow. Thus, the control over dependency injection is completely delegated to the Spring framework and does not happen in the main control flow. This concept is called inversion of control, and Spring is called an inversion of control container, or simply an IOC container. Spring framework by itself is a huge topic. There are plenty of Spring courses available online if you are interested in learning more. As we are only dealing with design principles in this course, we will have to limit our discussion on Spring here. So that's it for this session. Let's move on to the next session.